Hello, this is Brock reporting from Lex2be News. Welcome to this week's episode. It's time for this week's fun fact. For this week's random fun fact, we're going all the way back to 2014. Did you know that McDonald's, in an effort to make healthy foods more appealing to kids, attempted producing bubblegum flavored broccoli? Yeah, that's right. There's a reason that flopped. Kids who tested it hated it. Glad it never made it to restaurants around here. Anyway, that's this week's fun fact. And now to Emma and Bradlyn with this week's news.
Thank you, Brock. I'm Emma.
And I'm Bradlyn, here to give you this week's news. Last week, we started our second semester, meaning we are halfway through the school year. Groundhog also came out last Tuesday, and according to him, we're going to have 6 more weeks of winter.
Your cards came out this Monday, and if you had any A's, you can take that card straight to Krispy Kreme, where they'll give you a free donut for every A on your card. If you have all A's, then you get a free dozen.
Catch me at Krispy Kreme getting some donuts. Airport students, show choir auditions were held this Tuesday and Thursday. Hope you got your audition in.
Valentine's Day is coming up, and if you're having a special date with a special someone, remember to stay COVID conscious and social distance if you go out.
It is President's Day weekend, meaning no school on Monday. Heck yeah! Starting next week, we will be shouting out birthday people. At some point, you will receive an email asking you to fill out your name, when your birthday is, and how old you will be turning.
That concludes this week's news rundown.
And now for last week's sports. On Monday, February 1st, Northside beat Busby 37-15 in basketball. Airport's varsity basketball teams competed against North Augusta last week. North Augusta beat Airport's girls varsity 64-16, and North Augusta beat Airport's boys varsity 64-24. They then went head-to-head again on Thursday at North Augusta, with North Augusta beating Airport's girls varsity 73-16 and North Augusta beating Airport's boys varsity 66-34. And last but not least, BC went up against Strom Thurmond last Wednesday, where BC boys beat Strom Thurmond 70-35. They competed again later in the week, with the BC boys beating Strom Thurmond 81-43. BC girls basketball has been canceled for the rest of the season. That's all for sports, and now back to Chloe and Peyton with Ask Dr. Wade.
Hello everyone, and welcome to Asking Dr. Wade with me, Chloe.
And I'm Peyton.
We're here to ask Dr. Wade, first off, just a few questions of our own, and then one very all-time important trivia question. So our first interview question for you is, how was the weather for you today? Was it good?
I was extraordinarily comfortable. But of course, I love how when it's 30 degrees around here and everyone's in a winter jacket, and yet I'm out there in shorts.
30 degrees is below freezing, Dr. Wade.
I disagree. I find it still to be shorts weather.
Well, using that to segue into our next question.
What was it like to move from the north to the south?
Well, over the summer, it definitely got a lot hotter than what I'm usually used to. But I can tell you, it's just actually been going absolutely swimmingly. For me, my family, and everyone else, we've been just greatly enjoying it down here.
Good.
Well, you can swim in February.
That is something we can do.
Well, that's what my wife tells me. So
Yeah.
She's a big pool person.
What's the difference between foods?
I will say this. It's been really interesting for me to kind of realize what I've really been eating a lot of when I no longer have it available to me, which is, I would say that the big 2 takeaways for me have been an Italian beef sandwich.
A hootie buddy?
Oh, it's one of the greatest sandwiches you can have. A lot of people think an Italian beef is a Philly cheesesteak without cheese and without onions. And those people have no idea then what an Italian beef is. It's just this amazingly 24-hour slow roasted thing of meat that goes on French bread, and then if you make it a combo, then you actually get an Italian sausage that's charred on into the sandwich, and you get hot and chardonnay that goes along with it. It's absolutely fantastic. And the other one is pizza. I found a lot of good pizza places, but you kind of miss that hole in the wall deep dish.
Well, have you tried chicken and waffles?
I have. I eat that all the time.
Good.
I absolutely love it. I had recently a sweet potato waffle, and those
are good.
That was divine.
Is South Carolina everything you thought it would be?
Yeah, I would say it is. Because it's just I keep trying to tell everyone, especially for like my job, everyone likes to know, well, what's so significantly different about it, like coming from up there to down here. And usually a lot of people really don't believe me when I say it's extraordinarily similar. Like the players and the issues are kind of the same, but what I found to be the biggest difference between Illinois and here is that when I came down here, there's just like everyone's trying to make sure that they can help you, that you're actually happy and you're taken care of. Like it's that whole community approach. Like that, to me, that was the biggest difference, and that's really helped out a lot with the transition.
Good old Southern hospitality. All right, this is my most important question. Why do you call your youngest son the other one?
Like because he's shady. He's just one of the shadiest creatures around. So for those who don't follow me on Twitter, I refer to my wife as #AmazingWife. I refer to my oldest as #1son, and then my youngest is the other one, and he is. Oof.
What's your Twitter username?
What's mine? Mm-hmm. It's very creative. My Twitter handle is @Dr. Nicholas Wade.
Go follow him.
It's very, very easy to find me. But yeah, he's just a character. Anyone who meets him just looks at me and kind of feels a sense of sadness for me. He's just a lot. He's going to really give me a run for it. He's 4, and I'm already terrified what high school is going to bring. So we'll see.
Well, there you have it, folks. Dr. Wade's son is the real Slim Shady.
I didn't know that's not a generational thing in some weird way. So.
All right, let's cut to the chase. So each week we're going to be asking Dr. Wade a random trivia question. It might be related to our district or it might not. If he gets it right, you know what? Good for him. That's good for you. But if he gets it wrong, I get to throw a whipped cream pie at his face. A lot like Airport High School's charity drive event, Pie a Teacher. So if you want to send any trivia questions that you think we should ask Dr. Wade in the following weeks, go ahead and send them to Lex2be@gmail.com. That's Lex2be@gmail.com.
You're not. This week's question is, what years were BC and Airport High Schools built? You have 15 seconds.
Wait, 15 seconds?
Yep.
2.
BC 1930, Airport 56, 7 or 8.
You gotta choose a definite one.
7 or 8.
Definite one. 4, 3, 2.
7.
58.
It was 58.
Now, since you got it wrong, yeah, that happened. I hope you enjoyed.
I love the warning of it.
All right, everyone. That concludes this week's edition of Lex2be News. We hope to see you all back here next week.